Right, my name is Kevin Dufton. I'm doing a level 2 gym instructors with Learn Direct, and I am going to go through a client consultation process with a client.
Morning.
Morning, hi there, my name's Kev, nice to meet you.
Okay, I'm Mark.
Mark, okay, Mark, would you just like to take a seat? Right, thanks for coming in today. Nice to meet you. Like I said, my name's Kev, I'm here to help you. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm one of the instructors here,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand that you just want to go on a fitness journey.
Yeah,
I'm just here to give you help with that, and try and see what goals you're aiming for, what you want to achieve, and just get to know each other, and let you know that I'm always open to any questions. If you want to speak to me or you've got any questions, by all means just come and speak to me. If I'm not there, send me a message, and then when I come back in I'll be able to get in touch. Okay, but what we're going to do first, I've just got to go through some paperwork with yourself.
Yeah.
Like when everybody comes to the gym, we need to make sure that when they come to the gym, that they're able to come to the gym, that they've got no medical conditions I need to be aware of.
Yeah.
If you have any health conditions that are out of my regime, we'll refer you to the doctor, and maybe you might need to speak to them. If you've got any like needles or something like that, then I'll be able to tailor a program to suit them. So just because you've got may have a needle in the knee or an ankle won't prevent you from being able to do your fitness. I'll just tailor a plan for you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I come for. I just want to get a sort of plan that I can follow, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay, I'm sure we'll be able to work something out. Obviously, I've got to ask you a few questions. I've got a few forms to go through.
Yeah.
I know sometimes filling paperwork in, people don't like it that much, but what I want to do is I just need to get to know you, see what your lifestyle's like, see, like I said, what your short-term goals, what your long-term goals are, and then we can, maybe we'll have a look later on this, once we finish the consultation this afternoon, maybe we'll go in the gym and we'll do some fitness testing, just to see what level you're at.
Yeah.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so, like I said, your first name was Mark, can you just take your surname?
Yeah, it's Mark Whittles.
Okay.
W-H-I-T-T-L-E-S.
Oh, thank you very much. And how old are you, Mark?
I'm 53 now.
53? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gender, I have to ask?
Yeah, male.
Okay, thank you. I have to be rude and ask you what's your date of birth?
30 for the 4th, 1972.
Okay, and what's your email address?
It's Britjazz.
Sorry?
Britjazz, B-R-I-T-J-A-Z-Z @hotmail.co.uk.
Do you have a contact telephone number?
Yeah, it's 0777 289 4368.
And who would we be able to contact? Hopefully never have to contact them
Oh,
in an emergency. We just have to have somebody there, so if something does happen while you're at work, while you're here in the gym, maybe you fall over, you trip or something like that, maybe you get...
Yeah, be my wife.
Okay, and what's your wife?
Kelly.
Kelly.
Same surname.
Same surname, Whittles.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a contact number for
Yeah,
me,
it's
please?
078
Yeah,
299
yeah.
3456.
5, 6, brilliant. All right, thank you very much. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you for some health questions. It's just a bit of screening just to see if you've got any issues that I need to be aware of. Okay, so do you have a family history or diagnosed heart disease?
Not that way.
Okay, no. Okay, brilliant. Do you have a family history or diagnosed diabetes?
No,
No.
again, not that
Brilliant.
way.
Okay. I have to ask, do you smoke?
No.
No. Okay. Have you had any recent injuries in the last 3 months that I need to be?
Not in the last few months. No.
Okay, none there. All right, brilliant. Do you have any existing health conditions that I need to be aware of?
I've got an underactive thyroid.
Underactive?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that prevent you from doing anything?
No, I take medication daily for that. It's just the rest of my life, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah, but everything...
It doesn't affect day-to-day stuff at all.
Okay, brilliant. All right, thank you for that, Matt. Okay, so how would you rate your current health on a scale of 1 to 10? So 1, not doing anything at all, 10 being super active.
I try and eat well, I try and do a bit of exercise already, so I would say it's top of the scale, around 8-ish.
Around 8?
Yeah.
A good 8. Okay, yeah, that's a good level.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but like I said, we'll go through this and we'll see what we can do to help try and improve that a little bit more. Even though you are doing very well at the moment, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Okay, and how many hours of sleep do you get a night? Okay.
Not as much as I want to.
So what after do you get less than 4 hours? Do you get between 4 to 6 hours? Do you get 6 to 8 or optimum 8 plus?
I'd say it's roughly around 6. If I ever get lean, which I never do, it'd be 6. I'd say 6 to 8.
6
as
to
a push, yeah.
Okay,
It's usually around 6.
that's fantastic. Thank you for that, Matt. Okay, so what I need to do is I just need to just get a couple of measurements from you. I just need to check how tall you are.
Yeah.
I need to check your weight, and then that will give me an idea of what your BMI is. You never heard of what BMI is?
I think body mass index. Or something.
Yeah, so it's on a chart. That what we do is we get your height and your weight.
Yeah.
And then it gives us an idea of what your weight is and what your score is.
Right.
And then that'll give you an idea of where you are, whether you're underweight, overweight, obese. Okay, but the BMI is there just as a guide.
Right.
Okay, sometimes if people work out and they get a lot of muscle will weigh more. Okay, some people have heavier bones as well, so you might find out people like that. So just because it may look like you are, it says, oh, you're overweight. Okay, it gives us an idea of where we're at as a fitness level.
Yeah.
Okay, understand?
Yeah.
Right, so what I need to do, Matt, is I just need to get you to stand on the scales for me.
Yeah.
I'll just move that chair out of the way for me. If I can just get you to stand on the scales for me. Nothing heavy in your pockets or anything?
No.
Okay, that is 95 kilos.
I do stones and pounds, about 15 and a half, something like that.
Okay, 95 kilos, okay. And your height, please. If I just get you standing back against the wall, heels back, nice and straight. Try not to lift your head, just keep looking forward for me. That's fantastic, Matt. Thank you for that. I might just touch you slightly, so it's only because I'm just putting the tape next to you, so I can just get a good measurement. So, okay, so I will put you at 6'1".
Yeah, that's what I've always been.
Fantastic. Okay, so 6'1". 95. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I have a body mass index chart, okay, which is what I'm going to show the client, and then we're just going to go and work out what his BMI is. Okay, so what we've got is so on here, Mark, what we do is we go to your height. Okay, so we've got 6'1".
Yeah.
Okay, and as we go across, okay, we're looking at your weight. Okay. 95 kilos, okay, so we're looking at number 26, okay, so it just shows that you're just into the overweight category, okay. Like I said, it's nothing to worry about, okay, it just gives us an idea of where you are.
I feel like I don't carry much body fat as it is, so I'm guessing I've got all muscle in there.
Yeah, or like I said, people do have heavy bones, so, which is what I was, once when I went to the doctor, they did say, I've got heavy bones. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, I didn't realise that people have heavy bones than others. But
yeah, so, okay, so what we'll do is we've got that down there, alright, happy?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic, Mark, thank you very much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I just need to go through some informed consent with yourself, okay? So this is going to be a description of the exercise and tests that you're going to perform. They're going to be given to you. The exercise intensity of each will be described at an appropriate level relevant to your ability. So the test, the exercise session may be stopped if any signs of fatigue or discomfort are seen. You may also choose to stop if you feel you need to. Okay, so what we'll do is, what we're going to do this afternoon is we'll go through and do a blood test. Okay, so what that does, it measures your cardiovascular system. Gives you an idea of what your level of fitness is at the moment. Okay. If at any time you feel uncomfortable with it, please just stop, okay? If you're getting really short of breath and you're really struggling, okay, but I will explain the test fully to you before we do it. But please don't feel you've got to keep going and overexert yourself. If you feel that you've gone as far as you can, please stop, okay? If you don't want to do it, then please, by all means, just tell me, okay? And then later on, after we've done the bleed test, we'll do a strength test, so we'll look at your core strength, and we'll do some sit-ups. Same again, okay, if at any time being fatigued or it's hurting your back maybe, or if you're in discomfort, please just let me know and we'll stop it, and then we'll maybe look at another different test for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So like I said, there's with anything that we do, there is always risks involved with training, and people do become a bit anxious as well. Okay, so when they're doing the exercise, they may think, oh, what people are going to be looking at me. So what we'll do when we tailor the program, we'll go into the gym and I'll show you how to do the exercises correctly. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to be safe. I want to minimise any risk to yourself and not get any injuries. Does
Yeah,
that make sense?
yeah.
Okay. Like I say, the body, as the more you train, okay, we start looking if you get to a level, and we'll start increasing the intensity. Maybe your muscles might become more fatigued, you might start to ache. So sometimes when you've been having a good session, you wake up in the morning, you might go, oh, I'm a bit achy. That's just the muscles have been worked, okay, and we need to make sure that we're not overexerting them, but we are working them in order to increase our muscle mass. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Like I said, there's a risk of sort of normal changes occurring during exercise, which may include abnormalities of blood pressure, fainting, and raised disease, heart attacks. In order to minimise these risks, it's important that you inform your personal trainer of any relevant information related to your health, fitness, and well-being. So, like I said, that if you've got any issues, I know you said you've got underactive thyroid. Okay, so that doesn't affect you. But if there's anything that does affect you, please let me know.
Yeah, will do.
If people get colds, we may, COVID was a few years ago, that was big. So if you're under the weather, don't think, I need to come to the gym. Your health is more important, okay, so we need you to be better, because you may come to the gym, you might work at 20%, 30%, and you might not get the full benefit, and then you might feel worse. So please, if you've got any issues, contact me. I'll give you my number at the end of this, and you'll be able to contact me, and I'll be able to give you any advice. Okay? So it's your responsibility to make the gym instructor, myself, aware of anything they should know regarding your current health status. Okay, so it includes any previous or past injuries, any present ones that you've got. We're feeling unwell during or after a session. So like I said, if you feel like headed after doing something, we may have to alter the programme. Okay, so what your health is more than important for me. I need to make sure that the programme I'm giving you is at a level, okay, and if you do feel that you're getting to that level where you think, oh, maybe I might be able to push myself, let me know, and we'll look at tailoring it, and maybe we can do that for you. Okay, so there are numerous potential benefits that are derived from exercise, and include a reduction in body fat, improvement in blood pressure, increased psychological and physiological and psychological function. Okay, I find that if I train more, it helps. It keeps me active. I've got a dog. I walk the dog twice a day. Things like that. So I like to do things. I like to keep myself busy, and I find a healthy body, a healthy mind as well. So there's lots of benefits for it. Okay, and all the exercise sessions are done with your permission, and they're voluntary. And like I said, you can stop and you can opt out of any of the tests or any of the sessions at any time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I need to do is just need to let you know is that you don't have to, you sign to say that you've read the aforementioned information and understand it. Any questions which may have occurred have been answered to my satisfaction. So what I need you to do is to put your name in there, just sign it in today's date, which is the 8th of May. Brilliant, thank you, Mark. Okay, like I said, I'm just going to put my details on there as well. Okay, so just so that you know that I filled it in at the same time as yourself. Okay,
cool.
So this is all protected. It's under GDPR, so the information you provided to me today is not going to get disclosed to anybody else. I'm not going to go and tell other gym members, or this like new lad Mark coming in, he thinks he's the big I am, that kind of thing. It's none of that. Okay. The people in the gym are lovely, we've got a really good client base, okay, we're all here to help each other, and this information is for myself. If I go away, I'm on holiday for a couple of weeks, I will speak to you first and say, one of my colleagues, maybe Emma, will be in the gym while I'm away for 2 weeks, so if you have any questions, you'll be able to refer that to Emma. So, and then with your consent, I'll be able to let her to have a look just to make sure she's aware of any physical condition. You'll be happy with that. Okay, but like I said, this is for me, it's stored securely in our systems, and then they're locked away in our office. Okay, thank you. So then, right, we're going to go to what's called the PARQ. So this is a physical activity readiness questionnaire. Okay, and what we're going to do is just going to go through a few questions. Okay, so like I said, there are many benefits, health benefits to regular exercise as well. Get into routine. Your psychological and physical ability gets better as well, okay? And this is just one of the steps that we can do just to help you on that journey. Okay? So, the first question I have to ask you, has your doctor ever said you have a heart condition?
No.
Okay. Do you have any pains in your chest when performing physical activity?
No.
Okay. Have you had any chest pains not doing physical activity?
No.
No. Have you ever suffered from unusual shortness of breath or at rest or with mild exertion?
No.
Do you have a history of coronary disease in your immediate family?
No, I'm all right.
No. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Mark. Do you suffer from high or low blood pressure?
No.
No? Fantastic. Do you suffer from high cholesterol?
No, I did have a test come back saying it was, I was on the high scale, but it's just some I can monitor with that. If I have that, I'm just presuming it's from red meat and stuff like that, but it wasn't anything of concern, so to speak, but I'm actively sort of trying to adjust my diet, so.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll stick in a yes on there.
Yep.
Okay. But thanks for that information. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's something I'm aware of, and I'm just monitoring from my own diet. There's no concerns from my doctor regarding having to be put on medication or how.
And they don't want you to see again.
No, I might inquire about going, because I've read a bit online about it. And it says tests can come back inconclusive when preferably a test will be done when you fasted.
Yeah.
And last time I tested was just a general blood test when that came up. So I probably inquire about getting a fasted test to get more accurate result.
Yeah.
So I'm not really concerned this time. So.
Okay, all right, fantastic. But I'll just make a note of yes, okay,
Cool.
just so I'm aware of it. I have to ask, are you pregnant now or giving birth in the last 6
No.
months? Okay, thank you. And have you had any surgery?
Not recently, no.
No. Okay. So you've answered yes to one of the questions. Obviously, it's your high cholesterol, but you think you might.
Yeah, like I said, doctor hasn't. I'm not going back to my doctors for it. It was just a regular blood test. The advice given to me was just look at your diet, and if anything concerns, come back for another blood test. And like I say, I'm going to request a fasted one, because I think I'll give them more accurate results.
Okay. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay.
I've got no other symptoms. Blood pressure's fine and everything like that. So.
And in yourself physically fit?
Yeah, I don't feel. It's still
Not
for me
feeling
getting
well.
ignored stuff like that, but everything else on the test came back fine. So blood test was, blood pressure, they said it was like brilliant. So I'm not really concerned.
Like saying that, I went to the doctors once and had a blood test done, and my white blood cell was low, but I'd had a cold, I'd been poorly,
Yes, it's just.
and it affected the blood. So
Yeah, because I'm thinking I might have ate some rubbish food for 24 hours. I have to put my blood test, so I'd rather go get a fasted one to get more accurate.
Okay, brilliant. All right, thank you. All right, so you've already consulted your doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm happy
feeling
that
all
you've
right
done that. Your doctor's not said that you can't do any physical activity,
No.
physical training. Not said.
No advice against it. No.
Okay. Oh, brilliant, fantastic. Okay. So what we'll do is that you've provided the information about the doctor, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy about the cholesterol. Okay, so what we'll do is when I tailor the program for you, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So like I said, there is an assumption of risk. So what you're going to do on this form, Mark, is here state that you've read, understood and answered honestly the questions above. I also state that I wish to participate in activities that may include aerobic exercise, resistance exercise and stretching. Whereas that my participation in these activities involves a risk of injury and even the possibility of death. Furthermore, I hereby confirm that I am voluntarily engaged in an acceptable level of exercise which has been recommended to me. Yeah, we have to cover all the eventualities, Mark.
Yeah, appreciate it.
But I just want to let you reassure you that I'm not going to give you an unachievable program that's going to overexert you and you're going to be absolutely shattered. I'm going to tailor the program to your needs.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't worry about that. All right. So if you haven't got any other questions,
No.
if I can just get you to put your name in there, sign that form in today's date, which is the 8th of May. Fantastic, thank you. Okay, like every time you do it, I'll sign it as well.
Yeah.
So you know that it's been completed at the time, and I'm the one that's completed it for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's one more. Okay. So last one, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I think I might. Yeah, there we go. All right, another couple of more bits to do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I just need to ask a few bits about your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay. So this covers things like work and things like that. So, your occupation at the moment, all right? Okay. What is your level of activity? Would you say you're sedentary, so you sit in the chair all day? Would you say you're lightly active, get up and move around the office now and again? Or do you think you've got a very active, so you're up and about, moving all the time?
Because my job involves a lot of moving around and walking from place to place and dealing with other people and showing other people how to do certain things. I'd say it's very active. Really.
Very active. Excellent. Okay, so how many hours a day do you spend in front of the TV? Okay, so we're looking at 0 to 3 hours, 4 to 7 hours, or 8+ hours. So just a gauging.
I only really watch a bit of news in the morning, then maybe a programme on the night, so I'd say it's about 3 hours.
About 3 hours? Okay, so we'll go 0 to 3. Right, like I said, this is just a lifestyle, it just gives us an idea of what you're doing at the moment. Okay, do you currently exercise?
Yeah, I do a little bit,
yeah.
maybe 3 or 4 times a week.
Okay, so 3 or 4 times a week. So, what do you like to do at the moment?
Mainly free gym work, free weights and free machines there, but predominantly gym work.
Yeah. Okay, so if that's what is that the kind of thing you like to do? A bit more gym work?
I mean, I like to introduce a little bit of cardio, but not too much, just more for my own well-being. But I like to stay in shape, so to speak. So yeah, I do enjoy the gym work.
Yeah, fantastic. So you're saying that the exercise you enjoy the most is in the gym?
Yeah,
free weights.
More free weights and machines. Yeah.
But you might look at just wanting to do a little bit of cardio.
Yeah, I'm just introducing it really, just for that, keeping cardiovascular fit, so to speak.
Yeah, brilliant. All right, sure, we can sort something out with that. And what exercise or activities do you really do not enjoy?
Well, because I haven't really ventured down the cardio route, I just don't like that long cardio. I don't want to sat on a bike for an hour.
Yeah.
Or on a treadmill for an hour. I just want something just to incorporate with my gym activity.
So what about maybe doing a session in the gym and maybe look at a high impact interval training thing?
Yeah, so that's quick and impacting.
Yeah,
more than sat there just biking around, I get bored.
Yeah, I can certainly look at some programs for you on the bike. Maybe do like a half an hour high intensity interval training.
So test me a little bit.
It gets you going, gets your cardio going, and then throughout the training session will increase the level. So you maybe putting that you're climbing a hill, you're doing a sprint, so it increases that cardio.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It makes it a little bit interesting for you as well. Okay, so thank you for it. Brilliant. I'll keep a note of that one.
Thank you.
So using the table law, so we're going to rate your consumption of the items, either as low, medium or high. So what would you say your intake of processed foods is?
I'm very low. I try to avoid processed foods, if I'm honest.
Okay. What about takeaways?
Once a week, so it's just on a treat day, so that'd be low as well.
No. Okay, brilliant. Okay. Alcohol? Do you drink alcohol? Sorry.
Again, it's maybe on a weekend I might have a glass of wine with my wife. If not, when I go out with my friends, if I can arrange a night out, so that'd be probably low again. It's like on the odd occasion.
So like a bit social drinking sometimes. Brilliant. Okay. What about chocolate?
I do like chocolate. Yeah. But again, that's I tend to eat Monday to Friday is really good. Then on my treat days, such I'll have take away some chocolate, you know what I mean?
So we'll go for low.
No, again, it's only once a week.
Yeah, okay. Crisps?
Same again, once a week on treat day.
Yeah.
I'm out and about going out with the kids for the weekend. I do like crisps, but I try to treat them throughout the week.
Yeah.
I have these treat days. It's a bit of a routine where I eat healthy all week and then have a bit of
and the weekend you can just have a bag of crisps or bar of chocolate, not feel like...
I feel like I work for it.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, what about your salt intake?
I'd say that's a low. From a general Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday eating, very little salt in my food. The only salt that probably comes in my food is when I have a takeaway.
Yeah. So like when Adam don't put loads of salt
I don't really put much salt on. Might put a bit of that pink Himalayan salt on. Yeah. A bit of food that needs a bit of seasoning, but I'm not a big excessive salt.
And if you prepare all your own food as well, then you know that there's not excessive salt.
Yeah, because it's not processed, so there's not already salt in it.
Brilliant. What about protein?
I eat a lot of protein,
A lot of protein. Yeah. So we'll go for high with that one?
Yeah, a lot of chicken, fish, red meat, job well.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so you've no issues so you know that protein is important.
Yeah,
as we're training more, we need the protein to help build those muscles. Okay, so what about fruit intake? Do you like
I eat a lot of fruit, I'll be on the high.
On the high, so you eat fruit
daily.
Every day?
Yeah, daily.
Yeah, so you get in your five.
It's probably what I have after a meal. I'll have my first meal, I might have a banana after that meal. Second meal, I might have an apple after that meal. maybe have a bit of fruit salad or something.
Yeah.
So I'm always eating a bit of citrus here and there, so fruit's daily.
Yeah, so there's not
It's like my
natural
dessert.
sweetness.
It's like my
isn't there?
dessert after a meal.
And I know, like say, like chocolate, and you give yourself a treat at the weekend.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like during the week, you have that sweetness from natural sweetness that comes from fruit, which is really good. Okay, so a lot of fruit, vegetables.
Same again.
High.
Yeah, I'd say high on veg.
Yeah, that's brilliant, Matt. Well done. What about your water intake?
I am conscious I should drink more water, but drinking water, I've got to toilet more water, more toilet visits.
I find that as I've got older,
Yeah, I
I
think
drink a lot
I'm
of
in
water.
that age group where you drink water and it's straight through me. So I am conscious I should drink more. I do try, so I put it like that on me.
Medium?
Yeah.
Brilliant, fantastic, okay. So, what's made you come to see us today?
Well, like I said, I've always done some form of exercise. Probably to stay in shape, but I just want a different outlook. Someone else's opinion, someone else's sort of. You've tried this. Why don't you try this now? Because I want to introduce a bit of cardio. Maybe you give me the advice on what cardio would interest myself.
Yeah.
What options I've got? Because I think about what swimming, walking, running, biking. Is there any alternatives? But you probably have experience
Yeah,
of
we've
different
got
alternatives.
like the step machines in
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
so like as if you
Yeah, so I
walk
just want to, just like a different person's outlook on it. Really.
and like you say with the cardio, a lot of people think that sometimes running can be really boring, but then if we introduce interval training, so we're going at a nice pace, then we're increasing it, then we're lowering it, so we're making that body work.
Yeah.
You might find that rather than just run, I sometimes, I can run, but if I run long distances, I find myself not very interested, but when I do my interval training, it keeps me working hard because I'm up, increasing the speed, works the heart rate, then you come back down, and things like that. I enjoy
Yeah, so I want them options which apart from looking online and trying to find them, I'd rather have someone saying, right Mark, we'll do this, we'll set this goal, and when I've got a goal I like to try and achieve it, so to be accountable to someone sometimes.
So what we could do is we could try on the bike, see what you think of doing that, maybe we could do something on the runner, we can look at maybe the steps, so we're not doing the same cardio every day.
I think being accountable to someone who's instructing me motivates me because I want to achieve the goal that they've set me. Rather than me say to myself, Mark, I want you to do this, and I'll probably give up. I'll get bored of it. But if you say like yourself, Kevin, you say, Mark, come and do this and try and achieve this by 2-3 weeks time, I'm like, right, I'll get that. Yeah. So it just makes it more accountable and pushes you.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so fantastic for that. Not ignoring you, I'm just
no, it's fine.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, like you said, so I'm happy with why you've come to see us today, and we'll certainly look at that, building that cardio into your training. But what's your short-term goals? What you got anything?
Short-term goals. It's like this year, so to speak. I mean, I've got a holiday in the summer. Actually, I don't think I'm massively out of shape anyway, but getting on this journey might just kickstart it. Not to think about it too much. I know I'm going on this fitness journey, so to speak. So that'll probably help me towards that without me thinking about it. If you know what I mean? So and then obviously when I go on holiday, I'm sort of ready for my holiday, and I'm ready to sort of have a week off, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'm starting now on a routine, what I stick to. By the time I go to my holiday in a couple of 3 months' time, I'll be like, well, I deserve a rest now. So it's just mainly to sort of get me to the point where I deserve a rest and a holiday, and not just feel like, well, I've done now up to my holiday, and now I'm going to do now on my holiday, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay, so we've got your short-term goal for your holiday in about 3 months' time. What about your long-term goals? What are you looking to achieve?
Well, just, it sounds daft, but longevity really. I'm 53, I've got young children still, I've got older children, but I've got young children. I'd like to still be able to take them to park, run about, do activities and stuff without having to get out share aching and stuff, and keep myself motivated. I mean, I'm a big believer in use it or you lose it, so I just want to keep moving as I get into my sort of midlife to latter years. I don't want to end up being that sedentary person sat in a chair. I just want to keep.
So you want to keep yourself active,
keep motivated.
You want to be able to do things with the children.
Keep the old grey matter going as well, think of different things to do.
Yeah. I'm sure we can give you something, a bit of variety whilst you're in the gym, so you're not doing the same thing, because sometimes you do the same thing and it becomes like a bit of a chore, doesn't it?
Yeah,
so tell us something that's a bit of a journey, so you've got something different
Yeah.
to look forward to. Just keep
Switch
it
up
going.
every now and again.
Yeah,
That'd be great, yeah.
fantastic. So long term. Not again, Mark. I'm not just ignoring. I'm just making a couple of notes.
No, that's fine.
In relation to what you said. Okay, just so I know when I do the program for you, I'll be able to design the program for you. So then, just the final bit. So complete the PARQ form.
Yeah.
We've provided an overview of why it's important to complete the informed consent of PARQ and start the sessions. Okay. So we've done that. State if you've had, if you've got any niggles or anything, you get an injury or anything whilst you're doing this, please let me know. Okay, we do have some physios who work with the gym, so if you do get a niggle, let me know and we can refer you to specialists.
Yeah.
Like your cholesterol, if that becomes an issue, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, we may say you may need to go back to speak to your GP. Maybe we need some a letter from them to say yeah, it's fine. Maybe like I said, that it might be what you've eaten.
Yeah.
You've had like a weekend where you've had a cheap
Bit of
weekend,
binge out, yeah.
and rather than having a fasted test, which would then give you maybe a better reading.
Yeah.
If any of those issues come up, please let us know.
Yeah, we'll do.
Alright, because we want to look after yourself. Alright, and we want to make sure that you're safe and you're fit and well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, like I say, we've gone through the guidelines in relation to when we're doing the fitness testing. Okay, it just gives us an idea of what level you are at the moment, and then we can design our program. Like I said, we're going to incorporate a bit of CV, and then whilst also maybe concentrating our bulk of our time on our gym session using the free weights.
Brilliant.
Are you happy to use machine weights?
Well, I'm open to any sort of suggestions. It's not, just going to use free weights, but I don't mind trying machines. If I don't like them, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But I'm open to any sort of suggestions. Really.
Yeah, like I say, I'm trying to get as much information from you today. And like I said, it's just getting to know you a bit more, what you like, what you don't like, how can I design the program that's going to give you the most benefit.
Yeah,
and
I'll try anything. And
it's got to be enjoyable. You've got to enjoy it as well. Because
that's what I'm for, to get more perspective and more options from someone. So different way of approach.
And if you don't enjoy something, sometimes people just go, I don't really enjoy doing that. And if you get to that stage, let me know.
Yeah, we'll do.
And then I maybe look at going, all right, Mark, okay, so you've maybe not enjoying that as much, or you've got to a level, maybe we'll change it around and do something. And if at any time you think, you've gone as far as you can with me, just let me know, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't think that because you've come in to see me today, you have to stay with me. All right. Okay. If you have any issues with me, or you think, just come and speak to me.
Yeah.
All right? I'm really open. I'm happy to answer any questions. If there's something you ask me that I'm not sure of, I'll go away and get the answer, and then I'll come back and speak to you. If you want to speak to some specialists in relation to food and things, as if the cholesterol becomes an issue, you want to speak to a specialist, we can put signpost you to a nutritionist. Okay, that might help as well. But like I said, please come speak to me. Don't feel like I'm not approachable, because I am. I'm here to help you, and this is your fitness journey.
No, I appreciate that.
Okay. Fantastic. So, like I said, all this information I'll keep in my drawer locked away. Okay. Like I said, if I'm away, Emma, she's my number 2, and I help Emma out. She helps me out if I'm away. And if you're happy that if I'm away on holiday and you wanted to speak to someone,
that's fine.
you're happy to speak to Emma. So
there's nothing on there I'm precious about.
Yeah, well, it's not. We don't share it with anybody else. This stays with us.
Yeah.
So it gives us an idea of what your level of fitness is.
Brilliant.
Any questions before you go?
No, it's been great.
All right, it's been nice to meet you, Mark.
Yeah, you too.
What we'll do is we'll get set up to go into the gym a bit later.
Yeah.
All right. So if you need to get a drink or something like that,
nice
and then we'll go into the gym a bit later.
Cheers, mate.
Lovely to meet you, Mark.
Thanks, so.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
We'll see you this afternoon.
Yeah, all right, bye.
Thank you. Hi Mark, how you feeling? All right?
Yeah, mate, thanks.
Yeah, okay. Like after we've done our induction earlier, like I said to you, we was going to do a bleep test.
Yeah.
And what we want to do with this is to measure your aerobic capacity and your VO2 max. Okay. And the way we're going to do this, as you can see, we've got 2 cones set out here. We've got 1 blue line and a cone here.
Yeah.
And then 15 metres down to the other end, you can see another orange cone.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's another blue line.
Right.
Okay, so that is 15 metres. Okay.
Right.
As you can see, we checked the floor this morning, and I've checked it just before you've come in to see me. The floor's clean, it's dry. Okay, so there's going to be no slip or trip hazards on there for you.
Right.
Before we start, can I just make sure you've got your shoelaces all tied
all
up?
nice
Yeah,
and tied.
brilliant. Okay. May seem a silly little thing, but sometimes people run and step on a shoelace.
Right.
Okay. So what we've got to do for the bleep test. Okay. So what we do is we run between a bleep. So the machine will start it off, and the bleeps just get consecutively get quicker as we increase our level. So we'll go level 1. It'll be nice and steady. It increases to level 2, and it starts to build up the pace. Then we'll go to level 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and each time those bleeps will increase. So
Right.
what we'll be looking at, and I'll give you some encouragement, is as it gets faster, we're just going to look at widening our stride, lengthening it. Because if we run short, we'll find ourselves burning out a bit quicker.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so what you've got to do as it beeps, you can touch the line. Okay, you can go beyond the line.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you go beyond the line, you're wasting a lot of energy. So all you have to do is it beeps,
Yeah.
you must touch the line. Okay? We wait for the beep. So if we get there a bit early and it's not beeped, we must wait, and then it beeps, then we can go again. Okay? So what you do is when you get to the other end, we get to the second blue line. If we miss it, that's a life gone. Okay?
Right.
So we must still make that line, and then we must make it back to the other one. If we miss the second beep, okay, that's our second life. If we miss it, then we must still make the line. And if when we go back on the third time, we get our beep in on time, get our 3 lives back.
Right.
Okay. If you miss 3 consecutive beeps,
Yeah.
okay, that will be the end of the test.
Okay.
Okay. You said to me that you didn't have any injuries. Okay. So,
No.
So this is going to involve some turning. Okay. So
Yeah.
just be careful when you're turning, you're not jarring your knees. Okay. So we're getting there and we're looking at turning and we're just making it as efficient as we can.
Right,
All
okay.
right. Okay. And all we're going to do is we're going to go to level 3, like I said. We'll do some stretches and then we'll go into the test.
Yeah.
Is there any questions?
No,
before we
like I
start?
mentioned before, I am big on my cardio.
I know, and this will give us an idea, and this will then help me to be able to develop a plan for you
Right.
that will help build up that VO2 max and increase your aerobic capacity.
All right.
Okay,
Cool.
so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the board down, okay, and we're just going to start the bleep test.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll start 15 seconds, and there'll be a countdown, and then it'll be like beep, beep, 3, 2, 1, and I'll tell you to go. Any questions before we start?
No. So we're only to level 3, are we?
Level 3 to start with.
Yeah.
Then we're going to do some walking, just a bit of joint mobility, a couple of stretches, and then we'll get into the test.
Cool. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, if at any time you feel uncomfortable, shortness of breath, just stop, okay, because I don't want you to overexert yourself, okay? So if at any time you feel that it's uncomfortable, just stop. This is just to give us a gauge of what
Yeah,
the
no worries.
baseline is. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
The test will start in 15 seconds, so line up at the start now. Level 1 starts with a double bleep after the 5-second countdown. 5, 4,
Go. Okay, so nice and steady, Mark. It's just a warm up for this one. Just wait for that beat for me. Thank you. Good. Nice and steady. Like first few, it's just like a fast walk. Okay, and then as we get up in our levels, it will just start to increase a little bit. There we go. That's a good pace there, Mark. You've got that. Good. Well done. Excellent. Getting the time in there, Matt. That's really, really good. You're working really well. Excellent. Doing really well there, Matt. Good.
start of level 2.
Excellent work. And what you'll find is it'll get a little bit quicker, so we're just going to look at lengthening our stride just a little bit. Good, excellent. That's it, Mark. Working really well. Excellent. You're working really, really well there, Mark. That's really good.
Start of level 3.
Just some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, so just keep walking towards me. So take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. How are we feeling?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, good. You did really well there. You seem to have that good pace. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do is a bit of mobility. Okay, so as we're walking, all we're going to do is just lift our knees up. Okay, let's not overexert. Just where it feels comfortable. So generally we look at putting our palms out in front of us and just knees to our palms. Okay. And when we get to the line here, all we're going to do this time is kick our knees, our legs back and try and get our heels to touch our bum. Okay, so it's nothing too dynamic, it's just a bit of joint mobility. Okay, working really well. We'll just go through to this blue line mark. Excellent. What we're going to do this time is just going to do some lunging. So all we're going to do is take a couple of steps and then we're just going to lunge down with one leg, take a couple of steps and then lunge down with the opposite leg. Okay. Excellent, doing really well, Mark. Don't go down too far, just don't want you to overexert, okay? And then we'll try and get one more in. Excellent, well done. And what we're going to do this time is just take a step, lift our knee up and push it out to the side, okay? Open up that adductor, take a step, open up and out to the side. Really good. Excellent work. Well done, Mark. When we get to the line, just let it shake out. What we're going to do here is we're just going to stretch our hamstrings, okay?
Yep.
So what we're going to do is our right leg forward, bend our left leg, okay? Hands on the bent leg, okay? And just sit down on your bum. Feel a bit more of a stretch, lift your foot. You should feel like stretching your hamstring, and if you turn your toes inwards, you feel a bit more of a stretch down your hamstring. Hold that for 4, 3, 2, 1, and just step forward, shake that out. Left leg forward this time, bend our right leg. Hands on the supporting leg, okay? You should feel that stretch in your hamstring. Lift the toes, and then turn them in. You should feel a bit more of a stretch. Hold that for 4, 3, 2, 1, shake that out. Okay, what we're going to do is just stretch out our calves. So all we're going to do is take a step forward with the right one, keep our right leg planted on the ground, okay? And just push down on your heel. So you've got your left leg forward. So right leg, push down on your left leg. You should feel that stretch in the calf. Does that make sense? Feel that?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Shut that out. So left leg forward. Leave our right leg planted on the ground and push down into our right heel. You should feel that stretch in the calf. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check that out. Is there any other stretches you normally do before you do any cardio?
No, not really.
Before we start?
No.
Okay, so like we said, so what we're going to do this time is the bleeps are just going to be consecutive. Okay, so we're going to go past level 3. This is where we're going to see your aerobic capacity. Okay, if at any time, like I said, you feel that you're getting shortness of breath, okay, don't push yourself. Okay, we'll take that as a base level and that gives us something to work on.
No problem.
Okay. Again, we'll just have a countdown mark. And I'll keep encouraging you.
The test will start in 15 seconds, so line up at the start now. Level 1 starts with a double bleep after the 5-second countdown. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Right, we see on the first one, Mark, nice and steady. It's just our warm up. That's good, Mark. And what we do is sometimes it takes a couple of just to get into that rhythm of how fast it's going. That's nice. Well worked, Mark. Well done. Excellent work.
start of level 2.
You're looking really good there, Mark, so keep that going. Excellent. Good, excellent, good timing that, Mark. breath coming in, so in through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent, well done, Mark. Well done.
Start of level 3.
Excellent, Mark. Working really well there. So as it gets faster, we'll start increasing that stride. Good. Working really well. Brilliant. Well done. Good timing there, Mark. That's good. That's a good length, good pace as well. Well done. Excellent work. Excellent. Well done. Well done. Keep working, Mark. Doing really well. Excellent.
Start of level 4.
That's it. We're going to keep stride, increase our stride. Well done. Just make it there, Mark. Just keep pushing yourself and working really well. That's 4-3. Well done. Excellent work. Excellent. Doing really well there, Mark. Well done.
Start of level 5.
Well done, Mark. That's it. Look at increasing the stride now. You're doing really well, Mark. That's it. Look at increasing your stride, Mark. That's it. You're doing really well, Mark. That's one, Mark. That's keep trying to make this big this time. Oh, well done, Mark. Now you just take some big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, that's it. Keep working. Okay, so just in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just let you get your breath back. That was really, really good. You did really well there. How did that feel?
Alright.
Yeah.
A bit of a breath towards the end.
Yeah, but you said one of the things that you wanted to work on was your
Cardio,
passing cardio. Okay, so this now gives me a good baseline of where you are at.
Yeah.
Okay, what I've done on my phone here, I've just got a bleep test that just shows what our age is and it just shows what our average is. And so for the camera, we have a bleep test. Okay, so we are 53 years of age. Okay, so between 4'7" and 5'5", we've got fair.
Oh, that's alright.
Okay,
Happier than I thought I'd get.
That's really good. So
Yeah.
it gives us a good level. Okay, so I could see you were pushing it there, and as it started to get a bit quicker, you just started to just ease off a bit. But yeah, well done. So that gives us somewhere to start. So excellent.
Yeah, cheers, thank you.
Well done. Well done on that bleep test. You feel
Cheers,
good
Kev.
after that?
Yeah,
Yeah, excellent.
better than I thought I would.
Yeah, you did really well. Okay, so it gives us our baseline. So what now we're going to do is we're just going to look at a muscular endurance test. Okay, so what we want to do is try and test that core strength.
Right.
Okay, everything we do comes from our core. So standing up, sitting down, reaching, doing things, all of it comes from our core. So it's an important muscles that we work. Okay, so we're looking at our hip flexors as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some sit-ups, and what I want to do is I just want to demonstrate how I want you to do the sit-ups. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're just going to sit, lay down on the floor.
Yep.
Feet are going to be flat on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're looking at a triangle.
Right.
Okay, hands can be across our chest.
Yeah.
Okay, hands can be on our temple.
Yeah.
Or we can have our hands behind our head. Okay, but as we do it, I don't want you to pull your head up. Okay, I want you to keep looking straight forward. So as we move up, we're keeping our head in line, okay?
Right, yeah.
So we're not pulling on our neck and things like that, okay?
Right.
So what we do is, I find it on the temples is the easiest way to do it, and all we're going to do is we're just going to do some sit-ups. So all we do is we go up, and we do one, and then we nice it back down, so we're not But like that, we're just nice and controlled because we're testing our score, our core strength. I don't want you to cause yourself any injuries. And all it is we go up and then we go back down, okay?
Yeah.
Up and then back down again,
Cool.
okay? And what I'll do is I'm going to do a minute, okay? And what I'll do is we'll look at doing a minute. We'll see how many press-ups, sit-ups you do, and then we'll just look at my chart, okay, which I've got up, and we'll just see what your core strength is, and then we can maybe look at developing a program to increase some core as well. Okay, you happy with that?
Yeah, happy, yeah.
Okay then, if you just want to take a seat. Okay. Right then. In 3, 2, 1, go. Good, Mark. Working well. Try and keep those hands on the temple. Excellent. You're working really well there. Excellent. Keep going, Mark. Excellent. That's 40 seconds so far. Working really well there, Mark. Excellent. Keep working. 10 seconds. Keep working. Excellent. And stop there. That's enough. Yeah, well done, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, how are we feeling?
All right.
Just take a second.
Yeah,
Before you
good,
stand
thanks.
straight up. Okay, there you go.
Cheers.
All right, how many do you think that was then?
About 15, 16.
16. Yes, you did really well there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we do is just look at our chart. Okay, so for the video, we have our chart. Okay, so we're looking at our age, which is, we're looking at 53. Okay, and we've got 16, so we've got poor there. Okay. Yeah, remember this is just a benchmark. This is something to start with now, so I'll take these results and then I'll go away and I'll look at doing a plan that incorporates a bit of cardio, and then maybe, obviously like your free weights, but we'll also try and incorporate some core work.
No problem, yeah.
Okay, feeling all right after that?
Yeah.
No injuries or anything
No,
that you need to wear
no,
off?
okay.
Okay, you happy with what's happened today? Any questions before we
No,
finish?
it's all good, thanks, Kev.
Oh, well done, Mark. I thought it
Cheers.
was really good. Well done.
Thank you.